You gotta show me love.
Damn, little fucker, man, you know that I be killing shit.
Alright, everybody. What's good, YouTube? It's MJTV. And I don't even remember what episode this is. But, no, this is the podcast. And today we have with me
Jalen.
Alright. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't prepare anything to talk about. So, I'm gonna see if I can find something real quick. Now, Jalen, even though you don't have nothing, you ain't have nothing. If you just something pop in your head that you want to say or talk about, we can talk about it. Yeah, just let's see. Yeah. Oops. I'm gonna say it. My other cousin just asked me something stupid. I think I had some of my notes. Oh. Let's talk about dating outside of your race.
I was just watching somebody talk about that earlier.
Really?
Yeah. I personally don't see a problem with it, but it's the same thing as a person in the video earlier, but it's different when you're dating outside your race and you choose to bash those within the race or those who stay within their race. That's when I see it become problematic. But when they just date outside their race and they're minding their business and just loving their partner, I don't see no problem with it.
Okay, that's right. Now I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know somebody or some people gonna say something about this, but I'm sorry. This is just me. I personally don't care about dating outside of your race, but it's like it do kind of give me a ick sometimes.
Yeah, like me too. But at the same time, I personally, I don't think I would do it. But if it happens,
I want.
I don't think I would do it. I'm not looking at nobody outside my race. But if it happened,
yeah, if it happened, I mean, I guess I'll let it rock.
Yeah.
But I'm most likely anytime see I'm probably gonna be within my race. I'm probably gonna be after a black girl or a woman of color in general. Yeah. I don't too much care for white women. No offense.
I definitely see myself staying on the colorful side versus being with Caucasians because there's nothing against them, but like it's just not where I see myself going.
Yeah, not my cup of tea, but everybody different. So I'm not gonna bash nobody for doing it. Yeah, I just personally probably would.
At the end of the day, if you love your partner and you're not out doing no crazy stuff on them, I have no problem with who you choose to be with.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like, let me see. Bro, lately, I just feel like women been thinking I feel like women think they are the slickest creatures on earth. And I'm not gonna lie.
They be getting away with it. They do.
They are though. Bro, a woman that knows what she doing and ain't shit is a dangerous woman. They slick as fuck.
Especially a woman who ain't shit, know what she doing, and she with a man who also ain't shit, because she about to do him wrong, and then still catch him in his lies and get on him about his shit. Mm-hmm. The whole time she doing wrong too, but you're not catching her.
Yeah, that should be crazy. Like women do be slick, but at the same time, y'all don't. It's just that niggas don't care enough to.
The niggas don't. The niggas. Here's the thing though. The women they go looking for it. Yeah. The men they not checking for it. If it comes to them, it comes to them, but they not going to check for it.
Yeah. I pretty much. Cause I don't never go check for nothing. I mean, in the back of my mind, I was thinking like, you probably gonna do something. One day, someday, someone you gonna do something. So I ain't even gonna check about it or go looking. Cause it's bro, what happened in the dark gonna come to the light eventually.
My grandma told me don't go looking for nothing you don't want to find. and I stick by that. I ain't looking for nothing I don't want to find. Cause then when I find it, now what?
Be hurt, be sad, fuck. But, hmm. I seen a clip of some people talking about. That's where. Hold on.
Since we speak of the women thinking they're slick and the women getting away with certain stuff that the men don't get away with and all that, what do you think about the Cardi B and Offset thing? Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I seen that stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I'll say it wrong, but they both kind of wrong in my eyes because I'm always a like both parties type of person. I'm never just a
I'm gonna look at it
one
from both
sided
sides. Yeah.
kind of person. And some people, some people try to get on you for that. Cause like, no, that's not. But no, that's
Hmm.
really what you're supposed to. You can't just choose
Yeah.
one side for real, especially if you don't know.
You gotta look at both sides to really understand the situation and
Yeah,
understand why they did what they did.
yeah. Now with them two, they both ain't had no reason to do what they did, and I also think that as big influences on
Hmm.
certain people, I don't think they should have been posting that stuff. Certain stuff just like that ain't meant to be
Hmm.
said. Cause it's like y'all sitting here glorifying and promoting cheating, being unfaithful, doing some slack and grimy shit behind your partner's back. And some people gonna look at that, and some people that already do that stuff, they're gonna look at that and be like, yeah, see,
Hmm.
so it's cool, just keep doing it, and that's not cool.
They
That's
gonna be like,
not.
Cardi B did it, so I gotta do it.
Yeah,
But
they're like,
mind you,
Offset did, I'm gonna do it. No, hell no, that shit lame on
But
weed.
mind you, I also find it weird that they post the stuff they post when they were arguing. Like I get it, their partners, well, they're going through a messy divorce or whatever. They gonna argue, but posting on social media is where it gets weird because
Yeah,
they in the
they should have
public eye,
left
so their
that.
kids gonna see that.
Yeah, they should
Her
have left
mom had to
that.
read that stuff. That's weird.
They should have left that like in the message. They should have left that between them. No, certain stuff you just can't bring to the internet.
Hmm.
But stuff like that. That's not. I ain't bring it to the internet worthy. Then the internet already messy. So it's like you causing way more problems for yourself than what you need. Or at least that's how I see it. Like cause I used to be one of the people who like go on the internet and be like da, 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 whenever something happened. But now, we're grown now. You get older, mature, start realize certain stuff don't need to be said on the internet.
But I also had to stop myself because you go to the internet genuinely venting your feelings, and not everybody that sees it is wishing you the best. Not
Yeah,
everybody has your best intentions at heart when they read it.
yeah. I'm like, see, now what? Everything just don't belong on the internet.
Exactly.
God. Do you think that women like to stay with men who have money, no matter how bad they treat them?
I think that yeah, I think to a certain extent, yeah. But like to go back on the Cardi B stuff, like women like that to that stature, when they have their own, it's easier for them to leave. But certain women who have kids by men who bring the money home, pay the bills and everything, it's gonna be harder for them to leave. So I understand some of them just stay, but at the same time they shouldn't do that. They need to go. Just free yourself.
See,
Hashtag free you.
with stuff like that, I feel like that's where a little role of parenting comes into play. I feel like certain parents, like mothers, supposed to teach, like younger women or daughters and nieces and stuff that you should never rely on a man for everything.
Hmm.
Like you need to have your own. That way, in case you end up being with some no good dirty nigga,
Never put all your
you
eggs in
can
one
have
basket.
your own shit and you can leave. You don't have to rely on them. It doesn't make you feel like you trapped or you stuck in an abusive relationship or
And I feel like
yada yada.
a lot of women also like they have their own, but it's not the amount that the man have, and it's not what they're used to. So they feel like they'll be downgraded, and they choose to just stay and put themselves through all of that just because they don't want to live the simple life.
I feel like that's where humility need to come in. That's why some people need to be humble, have humility because
Because we live in in an era where everybody's just trying to make their life look like everybody on social media, and life's not like social media for real.
no, it's definitely not. Hmm. Damn, somebody was telling me something. Somebody was saying something about niggas. And I was gonna talk about. I can't even fucking remember. Yo, I swear I don't have bad memory, but like I be thinking about a lot, so some stuff just get pushed to the far reaches of my head. I be forgetting shit. Would you prefer to have conversations like important conversation over the phone, through text, or in person?
I I prefer to have it in person, but at the same time, sometimes I do prefer text messages because like it just depends on how deep the conversation is. Because sometimes people need an answer that I'm not ready to give them, and my facial expression will say it, but I'm saying one other thing. I'm giving them an answer that they want to hear, but my face is saying something else. So sometimes text really help me out because I can tell them what they need to hear, or what not necessarily what they need to hear, but what I know they want to hear. Sometimes, even though I know I shouldn't be telling them what they want to hear, I should tell them what they need to hear. But sometimes it's just easier that way to like avoid all the chaos and shit.
Mm,
If that makes sense.
no, I get what you're saying. Do you think, do you believe in people being single by choice? That some people choose to be single?
Yeah, definitely. I, but at the same time, I also feel like some people they don't be single by choice. Like they be having nasty attitudes. They be bitter and stuck up and think the world's against them. But then when they see nobody wants that, they just start hollering single by choice. Hashtag I don't need nobody for nothing. But whole time you're saying you're single by choice and that you don't need nobody for nothing, but you can't have nobody because of the way you treat people.
Yeah. I believe in it too, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people use it as like a crutch or an excuse because it be people that try to talk to them that be do wanting them, but this is not the type of person that they want on some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh no, I choose to be single.
But a lot of times, like everybody I know that actually genuinely chooses to be single, they don't be choosing to be single for the right reasons. They should be choosing to be single so they can know themselves, so they can build themselves up, grow as a person. But they be choosing to be single because of what somebody else did to them in the past. You got to get over that. Because if you let them, what they did to you in the past, stop you, they won.
Mm, I get that. I get that. Yeah, I knew some people like that too. Who just like be single for the wrong reason. It's
Mm-hmm.
like you choosing to be single. It may somewhat help, but it's not gonna like fully. It's not gonna do what you fully want it to do. You gotta accept this situation and then move on from it. You know, take what you take what you needed to learn from it and move on. Otherwise, you just gonna keep going back to that same situation.
Because every situation is a learning situation.
Yeah.
Whether you like the way it ended or not, you should have learned something from it.
Do you think that like men are too closed off with their feelings nowadays?
I do think, like, I wouldn't say everybody's closed off because, like, some people are socially in touch and, like, have some self consciousness and are aware of their feelings. But some people, they're aware of their feelings, but they would rather close them off versus speaking on it, or they feel like if they speak on it, nothing's going to change or nobody can help them from it. So they'll rather just shut it off completely versus talking about it. But I feel like if they were to talk about it, the era we're in now, where everybody like we have a lot of black people who transition into the psych field and everything. I feel like this would be the era to speak on it,
Mm,
and more people are understanding each other's problems now than ever. Like I feel like now would be the time to speak on it.
not real. I hear
I
that.
love her curves, but what's more preferred is the way she articulates words. Can't help observe and stir when she in the mirror, masking the massacre while she fixing the hurt. I mean, she's so perfect in her own little world. We built the foundation.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to cut this episode like in half because it was really long. So the rest is gonna be on part two. And I'm gonna post that probably. I'm gonna try to post that tomorrow or like after this or some shit.